Bonjour, bon matin, good morning everyone. Quebec City is a very important place for me. It is where I lived 24 years. I guess you're students, guys. And I studied here at Laval University. At the time, I didn't know nothing about mining, and that's at the school that I've learned about Agnico Eagle. And this is where I spent my other 24 years with Agnico Eagle. So let me go through my presentation to talk a bit about the company. Just take notes, I'm going to do some looking forward statement into my presentation. So today, Agnico is the third largest global gold miner in the world. In terms of market cap, we're the second one because of the quality of our business, but we're the third producer. We are mainly in 4 countries, Canada, Finland, Mexico, and Australia, and producing about 3.4 million ounces. Today in the presentation, I'm going to talk mainly about our Canadian operation, Quebec, Ontario, into Nunavut. Some numbers, track record of creating value. Our focus is mainly to create value on a per share basic. This is what we're looking for. So from 2005 to today, we moved from 1 mine. At the time, it was 1 mine in Quebec, La Ronde mine. Today, we have 11 mines. And you could see the gold production, how it improved from 240,000 ounces to today, 3.5 million ounces. You could see on the right table, share price performances. So on a compounded annual growth rate, Agnico 8.5%. If you compare that to this S&P 500, 7.7%. So not a bad result. And with today's gold price, that could score very well. I'm going to talk a bit about that. Some also number on the performances. So 2023 have been a strong year, and we're in very good position also for 2024. About the costs, cash costs about 900, all in about 1,200. This is where we are. And we're going to release some information in June about what is our plan at Detour and also other projects in Abitibi. So very good position. 2023, we did many records. One of them was on health and safety. We continue to improve, even though after all those years, to beat records. Okay, the first region I'm going to talk, I have 4 or 5 slides about the Abitibi Gold Belt because it's really the anchor of Agnico Eagle. We have 4 operating mines, which is approximately 2 million ounces in Abitibi. And you could see how our business is simple. We are in Quebec, Ontario, Canada. You could take your car from the one more in the east, Goldex, going to Kirkland Lake. It's going to take a couple of hours, and you could go in the same day, or then maybe the next day is better, to Detour Lake. So very simple business where we could leverage infrastructure, where we could leverage our skill sets, technical skill sets, and also all the logistics. So that was the strategy of Agnico, how to build the company, to go on a regional basic where it's a good place to mine, where there's a good geological potential. If I zoom in a bit, there's 2 mines into that region. Detour and Canadian Malartic are the 2 of the top 10 largest gold mines in the world. Both of them are currently at 700,000 ounces per year. And we're looking to go at 1 million ounces per year at each of them. I'm going to talk about that. The other part is really between Kirkland Lake and Goldex, where we continue to drill very aggressively, and we expect to continue to expand the company to organic growth into that region. There's 2 projects in the middle, Wasamac and Upper Beaver. Those are currently into exploration, but we're looking forward also to start those ones. We have 140,000 tons per day of milling capacity into that region. So again, the idea is to find ore body and to use the infrastructure we have to process at those plants. Detour. That site have currently 20 million ounces of reserve, so we're going to mine there up to 2052. And the reserve pit is the orange one. What you see in gray on the top, it is what is already mined. In orange is the reserve, and the blue is the resource. So, and if you go on the pipe going down left, in red, you could see that we also have a potential to go underground. And this is our plan now. We're going to go to 1 million ounces. Right now, the milling capacity is that we're milling approximately at 77,000 tons per day. We're going to go close to 80,000 tons per day. This is one part of the story. The other part of the story, how could we bring higher grade faster into the mine plan? So that's the idea of going underground. To mine more high grade and to bring it to the mill to go to 1 million ounces. We're going to give an update on that study to go underground in June. We have investor tour planned at that site. So very long life mine assets in a good country. The other asset I would like to highlight is Odyssey. Odyssey is in Abitibi in Quebec. You could see in gray. This is the Canadian Malartic pit and the Barnett pit. We've mined over 6 million ounces from that. That's going to move from the largest open pit in Canada to the largest underground in Canada. In 1923, the Goldie's brother did the first hole and discovered that camp. And 100 years after, we're still mining there, and we're going to be there for a very long time. So the plan is moving from open pit at 1 gram per ton, going to underground at 3 grams per ton. And we're going to keep the same production, 550, 600,000 ounces, but with 1/3 of the throughput going underground. And this is where we have a good opportunity to continue to develop that project. What you see into the orange, it is the East Goldie zone. Now it is very early stage, but we see that it is expanding on the east and on the west. So the team are currently working to do a second shaft, or to study to do a second shaft. We're currently sinking the first one. We're approximately at 500 meters below surfaces. We're also developing the ramp to be able to extract that 20,000 tons per day, but we're looking to do more. I will show you on the next slide. That's the interesting story. The red line is the mill throughput. So currently, you could see we are around 60,000 tons per day. That's going to go to 20,000 tons per day. So there is, in between the dotted line in blue and the red line, there is a huge opportunity where we could bring more tons to the mill. So it could be from, just I discussed, expanding the East Goldie zone. It could be also close to the East Goldie or Canadian Malartic deposit. We have 16.5 kilometers of very prolific area where we're drilling right now. It could be also from other sites, for example, Macassa, or not Macassa, Wasamac, where we're looking maybe to avoid to build a mill and a tailing facility there just to truck or to put it by train to Canadian Malartic. Or it could be also through toll milling. If other companies are also interested to use our mill, it is not something, it is something which we're open. So very long life producing asset with still a lot of opportunity. Nunavut, the other region I would like to talk to you. This is a hub where we're producing between currently in 24 it's going to be 860,000 ounces per year. We're looking to keep that hub to between 700,000 and 900,000 ounces per year. So right now we're operating 2 mines, Meliadine and Meadowbank in Nunavut, and we're looking to another project which is called Hope Bay, a bit more north, where we're looking to, when Meadowbank is going to deplete, the best story we have for now is to continue to operate at Hope Bay and to keep that platform to the 800,000 ounces per year. Again, in a very prolific area. Nunavut is 20% of the Canada land, and there is about 35, maybe a bit more today, to 40,000 people into all the region. So we are 25% of the global GDP of Nunavut. We are a good partner, a good player into that region, so we have a really unique position. We did our budget at 1,800 US per ounces. Currently, we're more at the 2,300. Every time you add 100,000 ounces, $100 per ounces, we're going to do 250 approximately million in free cash flow after tax. So we're in very good position. Thank you for the gold price. We're going to be disciplined with the capital allocation. First, we're going to keep paying the good dividend. You could see the chart on the right, what is our history with dividends. We're currently around 800 million giving back to investors. We have approximately 790 million due on a debt that we're going to clear. That's from the excess cash in the next 15 months. So that's one of the first priority. After that, it's going to be to continue to invest into the business, to improve the business and to grow the business. So mainly Odyssey project, Detour project, Upper Beaver, Hope Bay. Those are the ones on the list. And we also have an option or possibility to do share buyback. We did a small part in Q1, 20 million that we rebuy the share, and we're going to do that on opportunity. My last slide. Agnico, it's a high-quality business, which I spent my first 24 years, and I think I'm going to end my career with Agnico because it's aligned with my value. It's a company which gives a lot of opportunity for the people, work well with the community, and also we're one of the best in terms of greenhouse gas per ounces. We're currently at, I think, at 0.35. The average in the business or our peers are more at 0.6 tons of CO2 per ounces. And we are in very, as I mentioned into the presentation, we are in very strong financial position, and we have a good plan to continue to grow the business. We're going to do it in low risk area. Today we are 100%, not 100, maybe 98% in gold. Maybe one day we will not, in 10 years from now, it might be different than just gold. But one thing is going to be sure, we're going to look for projects which are good economic and also which are in a good jurisdiction, where we could mine for many years and we could develop the business for a long time. So on that, I wish you a wonderful session. Thank you.